we had everything going against us.
Yeah, we were young, we were broke, we didn't know anything about business. We literally started from nothing.
We were never supposed to make it.
What's up, guys? Welcome back.
Hey, what's up, guys?
This is episode number
11.
11, yeah. So I just want to say that I'm sick. So this is why my voice sounds this way. But I think I like it. I think I'm going to stick with it for a while, you know. It's going to be my new thing. But anyways, we want to really quick just thank you guys for, subscribing and commenting and liking and for sharing to your teams. We see you guys playing our videos actually during your trainings and things like that. And we really appreciate you guys sharing it and getting the word out because we put in a lot of work with these videos, especially, with our producer, DJ Just Jay. Follow him on Instagram and TikTok. And so we're happy that you guys are sharing it and getting value from it. And we got a good one for you today.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a good one. One that has been probably, I would say, the number one requested video. What do you think?
Yeah, for sure. The number one most requested video. And every single comment every time we get comments on every episode, this is always the thing we hear about the most. Any guesses you might have guessed? How to prospect.
Yes, how to prospect.
Yep.
And it's something we talk about a lot in our office and something that we believe in a lot because, I would say, what percentage would you say of our team comes from prospecting?
I don't know. We have a team that prospects a lot. Mm-hmm. All the way back to the beginning of my career, it's really, you guys know this already if you followed us from before, but it was the reason that we have gotten to where we're at. It's all stemmed from prospecting.
Yeah, and so we're going to get right into it because there's a lot of things that we want to cover just so that you can understand, how to do it, why we do it, everything like that. We want to answer all the questions that you guys have been asking us in the comments. And so let's just start off with the main questions. Why should you prospect? Why should you add prospecting as part of the things that you do on a daily basis?
Yeah, let's talk about it. I mean, I think that first of all, I'll tell you why I love prospecting so much. I love prospecting because it's literally the only reason we made it. The ability to prospect, the ability to go out in the world and meet somebody brand new, the ability to be in control, really, ultimately, of whether or not you win and whether or not you have activity. Prospecting is that thing that no one could take away from you. You can not have a market. You can have no one to talk to. You can have no calls to make. You can have every cancellation and chargeback in the world. None of your guests show up. Everything goes to crap. Your friends, your family, your mom, your dad, no one supports you. Like, you could have all that stuff going against you, but prospecting can be your best friend and the reason why you win.
Yeah, it's perfect for those of you guys who maybe like us did not have a market when you came in. Right? Maybe you weren't as established in your career. You're not great at building relationships. Whatever the reason is, you just don't have a market. And so this is one way for you to switch that and get into a good market.
Yeah, when you're prospecting, you're really you're opening doors into other worlds of clientele and other worlds of recruiting. If I prospect and recruit a doctor, the doctor, I may have not come up in a family or a circle that had any doctors in it, but I could go to the gym now. I could prospect and recruit a doctor, and now the doctor has all doctor clients. So I just opened a new world. The same thing goes for any career. So I love prospecting because every day, no matter how bad my day is, it's the one thing I can do, really no matter what time of day. I could prospect at 2 a.m. There are people that work at 2 o'clock in the morning. That doesn't matter where I'm at. Doesn't matter if I'm away from my office. It's the one thing that I can always do that moves my business forward.
Mm-hmm. And also, we talked about team culture, right? That was one of our more popular videos, was how to build a team culture. And this is what we're talking about is, going out there and figuring out what kind of a culture you want, and then you going out there and building it yourself by finding people. And so if you're going out there meeting people, getting to know them, and then, prospecting them, bringing them into your business, this is the first step, is really just getting out there and talking to people.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful thing because nobody prospects. And the
Yeah.
ones that do, like I said before, if 90% of the company doesn't prospect, only 10% does, and only 2% are probably any good at it.
Yeah.
And so it's the great separator. It's the secret to the business. It's the magic to the business. And if you could prospect, you will never, ever, 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 ever run out of clientele. You'll never run out of appointments. You'll never go dry in the business because every day I walk outside, there's a whole new world of brand new people that I've never seen or spoke with before. And I mean, it just never ends. It literally never ends.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And he kind of touched on, my next question, which is, when and where to prospect. And he said, you prospect all the time. You can prospect all the time, especially, with things being open later and, stores. I mean, like stores being open later. And with people saying, oh, my schedule's too busy. I just don't have time to prospect. You can prospect as you go through your day.
Right. Right. As you go is the biggest thing. So my mentality behind prospecting is that it's something I'm doing all the time. I don't go to the gym to work out. I go to the gym and I prospect while I'm at the gym. And then I just happen to work out while I'm there. I don't go to the grocery store to get groceries. I go to the grocery store and I get prospects and I grocery shop while I'm there. I don't go to the gas station to get gas. I go to the gas station and I get a number and I will fill up gas while I'm there. So my point in this is that the prospecting is the number one thing in my head when I go anywhere, is I'm always looking for talent. I'm always looking for somebody. So if I'm going to swipe my freaking card somewhere, I'm going to do something at that place to make me money if I'm spending money. So I'll prospect my server. I'll prospect the dude pumping gas next to me. I may not even need any gas, but I'll pull up to the gas station to do it. So as I go through life, I'm always prospecting. So she said, where do you prospect? This is a question that we get all the time. So the most common places, I prospect everywhere. Okay, so everywhere that I go, I prospect. But like my most fertile soil is probably the gym, number one. The gym. I'm always prospecting at the gym. We could talk about how in a second, but I'm always prospecting at the gym. I love prospecting at the gym because self-motivated, disciplined, goal-oriented people are at the gym. If you're at the gym, you're there by choice. You're not there because you had to be there at 8 a.m. because you had to clock into work. Like, you're at the gym because you chose to go to the gym.
You're in a good mood.
You're in a good mood. People are in a good mood. It's a great point. They're in a good mood at the gym. Their endorphins are high. Blood flow's high. They feel good. They're awake. They're alive.
You'll never see somebody crying on the treadmill.
Yeah, no. Not if they're moving.
Right.
If it's standing still maybe, but not in motion. So I'm always prospecting at the gym. It's a big one. Another one I'm always prospecting at is the gas station. The gas station, it's a great place to prospect. You pull in, you pull out, it's quick. Mm-hmm. It's like a quick one and done, quick shot.
I always tell people lunch spots, like where people, who work, right? They go in and out really quick to grab lunch, like places like Chipotle, Baja Fresh, Subway, just places where people know that they can grab something and head back to work because they're in a rush. They don't have a lot of time to talk, but they're a quick turnover. You can get a lot of people in and out. Yeah,
like Chipotle, if you're out here in the United States, or I don't know where Chipotle is at. I know it's in Southern California. It's just a quick burrito spot.
Yeah.
But it's a good spot because you could sit there and watch people come in. Most people take their food to go until you could grab their number like that. I prospect a lot at I call them like box stores, big squares. So any store that's not big, like the mall is the worst place to prospect. And I know a lot of you are going to go, really? That's like where I always go. And it's probably why you're not good at it. The mall is terrible prospect ground for multiple reasons. Number one, everyone prospects there. Number two, Primerica is always there. Number three, it's like every single MLM thing that you could name in the world is at the mall. I mean, it's the worst place to prospect. It's a horrible spot because everyone's there focusing on themselves. They're in, they're out. Don't talk to me. It's so big.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a horrible place to prospect. Best places are small, like squares. So you walk in, you could stand in the middle, turn and see all four walls. Yeah. There's not like rows of clothes or anything that block your vision, and like you could literally see everyone in the store. I mean, it's like the best places to prospect. I don't prospect on social media, by the way.
Right, yeah, because we do get
I know
that
I'm going to get
question.
asked. Yeah, I know I'm going to get asked that a million times. We don't prospect on social media.
We don't mass send out messages to people.
No, we don't
I've
do
got
any of that.
before.
But the gym, Chipotle, Starbucks is a great place to prospect. Coffee shops, they're great. When we talk about how is where you're going to get a lot of value too. The gas station, on the go, just moving, moving quick, in motion, in, out, done, boom.
Yeah.
Not like walking around stalking people like a freaking creeper, like staring at them through the clothes in the aisle.
They can feel you looking at them.
No, it's like it's in rhythm. In, out, done.
Yeah.
So that's where.
Speed, if you haven't noticed, speed.
Yeah, I don't do anything slow. I'm not sitting around chilling at Starbucks reading a book, 177 mental toughness secrets to the world class.
You don't want to get kicked out of places. They know you're there.
Yeah, it's like, no, dude, on the freaking move, man. Successful people are not sitting around on their ass doing nothing all day, waiting for someone to happen to walk by. You got to be proactive, not reactive with your prospecting. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's literally, I go in, I grab 2 numbers, I leave. I go in, I grab a number, I leave. I go in, I grab a number, I leave. Busy people are successful people. Successful people are moving. They're not sitting around.
So you got to go to busy places, not places where people are browsing. Yeah,
or just chilling, like the mall. I mean, I used to go to the mall to try to prospect.
It's hard.
And then you try to prospect the Egyptian dude putting salt on your head when you walk by. But he's
prospecting people.
And that dude's been prospected by every freaking Primerica agent and WFG agent in the company. And then it's like, it just doesn't work. So trust me when I say prospect customers, not employees.
Yeah.
People think they only prospect the employee, like the cashier. No, dude, prospect the dude in line. The dude in line's never been prospected. The employee, everyone's prospected him. At least once a day for the last 6 months he's been at his job, he's got prospected. Mm-hmm. So I don't spend my time prospecting the people working at businesses when I go to these places. I'm prospecting the people working out at the gym, not the people working at the gym. I'm prospecting the people eating at Chipotle or Starbucks, not the people working at Chipotle and Starbucks.
Cool.
So that's where.
Now who to prospect? Now I general rule, I think.
Hold on, real quick. There is no wrong place, by the way. I'm just telling you what we do the most. Yeah. But you could prospect anywhere.
And if you find somewhere that works for you and you're getting good numbers there, then dude, keep going, keep doing it. If something works for you, don't change it.
Exactly. And this is the stuff that's worked for us. But I mean, it may not work for you. I'm just telling you this. There's no right or wrong answer. Yeah. This is just everyone has their places where they just feel they're most comfortable. Mm-hmm. Where you got the zone and you figured out kind of the formula. I used to go, this is going to sound crazy, but this is kind of cool. Back in, you know what I'm going to say?
No.
So I used to go to a restaurant. So I used to work at Olive Garden. So back when I was in the beginning of my career, I would go to the restaurant and I would sit on like a Friday night or a Saturday night when the waiting list is like a 30-minute wait. And there's tons of people at the restaurant. And I would sit in the little waiting room in the lobby where you're waiting for them to buzz your number. And all these families are in there. And there was one where there's like, you walk in, there's double doors, bench, double doors, and then the restaurant. And I'd sit in the middle, in that middle section. And as families would come in, I would just prospect all Friday night. I was never put my name on the waiting list, but I would always pretend like I was waiting to get my name called. And I'd just be sitting there and I'd be like, oh, yeah, so what do you do? And get a number. And then every 10, 15 minutes, these people are getting seated at their tables and there's new people in the waiting room. And I'd get like 20 numbers in one night. The awkward part's when they're walking out of the restaurant and they're like, man, you still haven't got seated. I was like, dude, I know. But I used to sit there because there was a constant flow of traffic and I would just collect numbers all night long. My point is you could get them anywhere, but you got to get them though.
Yeah. Yeah, that's always a fun story.
It worked.
Yeah. Whatever works, right? So we talked about where. Now, who? So I think generally people say, oh, you just prospect people who look sharp, I think is the general answer that people always get, which is true, right? But what does that exactly mean? And I think when we're talking about people who we want to prospect, we always go by, can we see them on our team? Can we see them like in our office working, winning? Like, can you picture them, right?
Yeah.
Energy wise, looks wise, like, can they match it? Because if you look at our office looks like the United Nations. There's no, like, we have all ages, all colors, all sizes, everything. So I feel like what do you look for when you're out prospecting?
First of all, when people go, oh, I just didn't find anyone sharp today. I'm like, well, what the hell? Where did you go? I didn't get any numbers because I just didn't see anyone that kind of fit what I was looking for. And I'm like, there is everyone everywhere. Mm-hmm. Everywhere I go, there's someone sharp. Everywhere I go, there's someone that looks like a dud. Mm-hmm. Everywhere I go, there's something of everything. So who do I prospect personally? Like I said, a lot of my directs, I could name you a bunch of Elias, Joey, Jesse. Like, these are just three right off the top of my head that I met and recruited out of the gym. And they all fit one description. They're all fit. So for me, that was like, if I'm prospecting at the gym, I'm going to prospect the dude that's... So I have a rule. At the gym, I prospect the biggest, buffest black dude at the gym every time. And usually, it started out as the biggest, buffest dude, and then it just turns out that that's usually a black dude. So I prospect the biggest, buffest black dude in the gym every single time. But like, I prospect the biggest dude in the gym or the fittest chick in the gym. Like the fittest lady working out at the gym today, I'm going to prospect. So that was Jessie. Like Jessie, every time I went to the gym, she was the most fit girl in the gym. And so it just gives me a target. But if I'm at the gym, that's my target. If I'm somewhere else, I'm a prospect someone that just has good energy. Mm-hmm. Sharp doesn't mean they're dressed sharp. One dude's dressed sharp because he's going to court to see the judge.
Right.
And one dude's dressed sharp because he's a business person.
Yeah.
Sharp is not dressing. That's not what I'm talking about by sharp. In the gym, everyone's in gym clothes. No one's in a suit. But sharp is an energy.
They carry themselves well.
Right. Sharp is posture. Sharp is speed. Sharp is confidence. Sharp is, if I saw Milet at the gym and I didn't know who he was, I would still know the dude's freaking successful just by his energy, not his clothes. And so sharp is eye contact. Sharp is they smile when you look at them. And you guys make eye contact. Sharp is they're polite and they're courteous and they just come off like a good person. So that's something I look for. Sharp is high energy. Sharp moves fast. Mm-hmm.
Someone who talks to other people, you notice that they talk to the lady at the front desk. They, say thank you. Like people
they
who are
know
polite.
Everyone. They go around and say hi to everyone at the gym like the mayor. Like that's sharp. That's someone who I go, man, everybody knows this person. Everyone connects with them. They go out of their way to say hi. That's sharp.
Yeah. They have good energy.
If someone looks at you and smiles at you and then you don't prospect them, I'm like, dude, they were like inviting you to prospect them.
Yeah.
Because that's just who they are. So sharp is it's energy. It's I could look across the street and see you and I know whether you'll say yes or no if I prospect you. Now I can't say whether or not you'll join the team, but that's not the point of prospecting. I know whether or not I'll get your number successfully, even if I see you across the street, because I could tell by your energy. I could tell by the way you carry yourself.
Yeah.
And I look for people that look like the kind of people I'd hang out with. The thing about WFG and the thing about any industry is you could find someone that looks like anyone. Like there's anyone you meet in the world, you could find someone in the company that's successful that looks like them. No matter the age, no matter ethnicity, like it doesn't matter. I could find someone. So when you're out and you're like, nah, that probably wouldn't be the right person. But then I could take that person and pull up the WFG catalog and find someone that looks like them. So everyone can make it. What it really comes down to is that the kind of person you're looking to build with? Is that the person you want? So it's just as, do you see them, like Ronnie said, fitting in your team? I look for people that I look like I would hang out with. So probably around my age. Mm-hmm. I prospect mostly people around my age. I like to prospect people that played sports. I like to prospect people that are competitive. They're fit. You know, I'm telling you, the gym is like the breeding ground for me. That's when I'm like at my best in our relationship building and recruiting out of the gym, because I like competitive people, and competitive people work out.
Yep.
But there's no right or wrong answer.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you look at everybody's offices. If you ever go visit different people's offices or go to a convention, there's so many different people. You can't, it really just teaches you really can't write anybody off, right? Because you see these people talking on stage and you're like, wow, I don't know if I would have prospected that person. Mm-hmm. So really it just teaches you that you can't really, judge as far as like their physical, appearance.
Yeah, you never know. You never know what they got. I mean, sometimes the biggest, fittest, buffest people are the biggest freaking pansies.
Yeah,
when they get into business. It has nothing to do with anything. It's just putting something in your head so that your mind subconsciously sees what you're looking for, and it's like a radar for you.
Yeah, we've had an 18-year-old on the team, and we've had a 70-year-old on the team. And so as far as like ages go, obviously the more in the market, the better I would say. But other than that, there's really no, like, you shouldn't really write somebody off completely.
Yeah, you never know.
Cool. So that's who. Now how? Because this is what everybody wants to really know. This is really like, people really want to know how to prospect. Hopefully they are training you at your office a little bit too. So, but
so let's talk about how. First off, let me put a disclaimer: is that there is no secret formula of words that you say. I want everyone to know that. It's not like, if I just knew Jay's script, I'd be the best prospector in the world. Because I teach my team this shit every day and they don't do it. So it doesn't matter what I tell you. If you don't do it, it don't work. If you don't work, prospecting does not work. Okay, so that's the first thing we need to understand. Thing number 2, just say something. Say something. You have to say something. So it really doesn't matter what you say. Obviously, some things are going to be more effective than others. But it really doesn't matter what you say if you just say something. So if I walk out and I told 100 people today, hey, man, you try and join a pyramid? And I said that to 100 people. You try to join a pyramid? You try and join a pyramid? You try to join a pyramid? Hey, man, you try to join a pyramid? I got a pyramid. You trying to join one? If I told that to 100 people, somebody somewhere's going to go, holy shit, dude, I was just thinking about that. I was just thinking about that. Someone's going to go, yeah, actually, yeah. If I could get on top, I'm all about it. Like, it doesn't matter what you say. People think that they're going to say the wrong thing. Everything works. But some things work better than others. But if you say nothing, I could promise you will never get a direct. A lot of you guys are scared to prospect, and no one has ever told you no. You just never tried. And so you're scared of it because it's like unknown territory for you. So just say something, okay? Now, we'll talk about what I say. Let me tell you what I don't buy into. I don't buy into the, hey, wow, I really like your shoes. Where'd you get them?
I don't like these shoes.
Exactly. You're going to go out and tell the whole like compliment them first, I think, is nonsense.
It's a bait and switch.
Yeah, it's like it's not genuine. So, hey, I really like your shoes. Oh my gosh. Where'd you get that purse? My wife has one like that. Like, God, that's so dumb. It's so dumb. I know it probably says that in your book to do that, but I'm telling you, I just think that crap does not work. I've done it all. No one in the company's prospected more than me, and I don't think it works. Or even worse, it's like, wow, I was looking to buy my wife that watch. Where'd you get it at?
Oh.
Like, it's God, it's so. Or worse. Is your name Taylor? No. Oh my gosh, you look like someone that I know. I've seen someone do that before.
No.
It's like, what, that crap does not work. Like, really? That's the best line you dating would really be really hard for you if that was the best line you got. That does not work. Let me tell you what works. Genuine, authentic, real, straightforward. Be direct. People appreciate it. They appreciate honesty. Mm-hmm. They appreciate when you're authentic and you're just telling the truth and you're coming from a place where your heart is in a good spot. People appreciate that. Don't try to start a fake conversation about someone's shoes that are ugly and they don't even like the shoes themselves. I've seen people go, oh man, I really like your shoes. And then the person looks down, they're like, I don't even like my shoes.
Yep.
I know you don't like my shoes. What do you want? Okay, so be genuine. So the way I do it is I say, should we just role play?
Yes.
Should we role play? Yeah, all right. People liked the role play last time. So this is how I prospect. And then we'll talk about the little tiny, I'm going to give you everything, okay? I'm going to give you the words, but then we're going to talk about the psychology and placement and stuff like that. So my opening line is, excuse me, miss, do you mind if I ask what you do for a living?
Sure. I'm an accountant.
You're an accountant. Okay, cool. So that's the opening line right there. Not, hey, excuse me, miss, where'd you buy those heels from? Wow. Oh, my God. Like, dude, what the heck? And then you're going to grab her and throw her in the van or something.
That's
that
what
doesn't
it feels
work.
like, because I'm like, why does this guy care, like, about these, shoes? The guys don't care that much about your shoes.
Exactly. It's so bad. It does not work. So if you're walking around doing that crap, no wonder you're in my DMs all the time because you're like, this does not work. So excuse me, miss, do you mind if I ask what you do for a living? In that exact tone. Ready? Excuse me, miss, do you mind if I ask what you do for a living?
Sure, I'm an accountant.
You're an accountant. Okay. I thought you were in business or something like that. How long have you been in accounting?
About 5 years now.
Are you doing personal accounting or you work for a company?
I work for a company.
Okay. Very cool. See, that's the opening line right there. That's it. Genuine. Excuse me, miss, do you mind if I ask what you do for a living? That's it. I started doing that probably how long ago was that? Probably 3-4 years ago. And man, it works. Because very rarely are they going to turn around and be like, who the hell's asking? It doesn't really happen. Usually they just answer. It's a question that automatically provokes an answer. Mm-hmm. Excuse me, miss, do you mind if I ask what you do for a living?
I'm an accountant.
You're an accountant. Okay, cool. Yeah, you struck me as someone who worked in some sort of business. The reason why I asked is because I'm actually a partner with a financial firm down the street, and you look like you were in business. So,
okay.
How long have you been in accounting?
About 5 years.
See, that's a genuine conversation. 5 years, do you like it? Do you love it? I mean, how'd you end up in that?
I like it. I really didn't know what to major in, and so my parents thought accounting would be a good idea.
So your parents chose your career?
Kind of, yeah.
That's funny how that works, right?
Yeah,
that happens a lot. Do you mind if I ask, do you plan on staying there for the next 20, 30 years? Before you answer, let me tell you why. We've been interviewing all week, and I'm not joking when I say you look like the type of person that we work with. You look like the type of person that would interview with us. Do you love your career? Do you see yourself doing it for the next 20 years?
I like it. I don't know. It's kind of up in the air.
Do you wake up fired up?
No.
No? Okay, so you don't love it.
No, I don't love it.
Okay, well, let me do this. Let me grab your contact info. I can't guarantee anything, and I don't even know if it would be a good fit. But I'll have someone reach out to you and see maybe you could stop by and, see if it'd be a good fit for you.
Okay, sure, why not?
Okay, what area code are you?
626.
You guys catching this? So the whole entire thing is very genuine. There's no bullshit in it. There's none of it is like a script. It's a real conversation. It's a real straight to the point conversation. And people like that. People appreciate that. You have to remember, companies pay people $250,000 plus a year to go out and do this for Bank of America, Wells Fargo, and like these are companies that they pay headhunters. A headhunter is it's a very high paid corporate job. And their job is to go out and find talent, just like colleges pay recruiters. And the biggest companies in the world have recruiters. And so it's a real conversation. Hey, what do you do? Do you like it? Do you love it? Let me tell you why. You look like what we're looking for. Are you open to something else? Are you open to having a conversation? And then I get her number. I don't go, okay, well, can I have your number?
What do you want it for?
See what I mean? That's a bad question. I don't ask yes or no questions. If an answer could come back in a yes or a no, I don't ask it unless no's the answer that I want. Okay? So don't ask, oh, can I have your number? This isn't 4th grade.
Yeah.
So if you're going, oh, can I have your number? Oh, well, what do you want my number for? Okay, not a good question. I said, let me grab your contact info. Okay, let me grab your contact info, and what I'll do is I'll have my assistant reach out to you. What area code are you? 626?
626.
So I say, what area code are you? 626, and if the answer is wrong, what will she do? Oh, no, I'm actually 909. Okay, 909.
394.
See what happens? So let's role play this, okay? Do you mind if I ask what you do for a living? Boom. Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? How'd you end up there? Do you see yourself doing it the next 20, 30 years? Let me tell you why. You look like what we're looking for. Are you open? Let me grab your contact info. Okay? So, watch. Excuse me, miss, do you mind if I ask what you do for a living?
Sure. I'm an accountant.
An accountant, okay. Mm-hmm. How long have you been doing that?
About 5 years.
Okay, you look like someone that was in business, real estate or something. That's why I asked. Do you like it?
I like it. It's okay. Yeah.
The reason why I ask is I'm a partner with a financial firm down the street. We've been interviewing all week, and you look like the type of person that, we would work with. Is it something that you love? Is it something you see yourself doing the next 20, 30 years?
I like it. I don't know if I see myself doing it for the next, 20, 30 years.
Got it. You have a great energy to you. I mean, you strike me as a business person. So let me do this. I mean, are you open? I would love to have you at least come by the office, kind of see what it is that we do. I don't know if you're open or not, but if you're open, I'd love to grab your contact info, have someone reach out to you.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, what area code are you? Are you 909?
626.
626, okay. 626.
253.
253.
1675.
1675. Okay, perfect. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have my assistant call you. I can't guarantee you anything. I don't know if it'd be a good fit or not, but it only makes sense for you to at least swing by and see if it's something that could be a fit for you.
Okay, that sounds good.
Cool? All right, I'm Jay. Shake hand. Good to meet you. Don't shake her hand. She's sick.
I knew he was going to do that.
But you understand my point. It's short. It's sweet. It's genuine. You're telling her for a reason why you're prospecting her. We're looking for people that look like you. We're looking for people that look like you. We're looking for people that look like you. You have a great energy to you. Okay, so that's kind of the how.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah,
okay,
ask
questions. I know someone's going to ask this. People are going to ask, oh, what if they think I'm hitting on them?
Oh, dude, I am hitting on her. Hey, listen. If you're good at getting numbers, you'll be good at prospecting. No matter what, it's the same freaking skill set. Like, don't hit on them. I mean, I had someone one time that I said, so here's my line, because being married, you don't want people thinking you're hitting on them, okay? And it also takes away from the professionalism. So I had a time where I said, hey, miss, real quick, so you know, I'm married. I'm not hitting on you. I just want to know what you do for a living. And then the girl goes, oh, it's okay. You can hit on me. And I'm like, oh, hold on, but I'm not hitting on you. I'm not. And she goes, no, but you can. I'm like, okay. But back to my original question. But my opening line is, hey, just so you know, like if I'm prospecting a lady that's probably somewhere in my age range, and where normally she would think I was hitting on her, especially at the gym, because women get hit on at the gym every day. And so my opening line is, excuse me, miss, just so you know, I'm married. I'm not hitting on you. but I wanted to ask what it is that you do for a living. That's all you got to say. And say it up front. Don't be like, oh, no, I'm not hitting on you. I'm not doing it. Bad opening line. Hey, I saw you from across the gym.
Yeah.
Okay, that type of stuff.
I've been watching you.
I've been watching you.
Yeah,
Wow.
you have good energy.
Someone
I've
say
been
that?
watching you for a while, and you have good energy.
Oh, man.
That would creep me out. I don't know.
Yeah. But that's the kind of crap people say. And a lot of it's in your body language. You carry yourself like a professional, not like you're at the club. Like, hey, what up? How you doing? I've been seeing you across the gym. I saw you on the squat rack. You inspired me. Like, this type of things don't work, okay?
Yeah.
But
you gotta kind of check yourself.
Body language, Miss. Just so you know, I'm married. I'm totally not hitting on you. I wanted to find out what it is that you do for a living. I asked because I own a company down the street. You look like a business person. What is it that you do? What industry do you work in? That's how you open that up. And it's a great question. By the way, you're like, oh, well, all my prospects think I'm hitting on them. It's because you're text messaging them. You don't text your prospects. I don't text my prospects. I mean, I'll send them one text that says, hey, Ronnie, it was great to meet you. This is Jay. Store my number. I'll have my assistant reach out to you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. Boom, that's it. But not, yo, you free? You want to swing by? Come check it out.
Yeah.
Smiley
like
face emoji with hearts. Like that kind of crap does not get the job done.
Right.
Texting your prospects good night at 10 o'clock at night. What?
Just
why?
thinking of you.
What are you doing? What the hell? Nobody does that. Apple is not texting their applicants.
No.
It's so bad. It's like you wonder why no one takes you serious because you don't do this seriously. Mm-hmm. You don't want to be one of those things. Stop acting like one of those things. You don't text your prospects. You don't tell them good night. You don't text them good morning. You don't send them smiley faces and hearts and the little emoji going like this. You don't send them that stuff and expect it to work. You don't. One message, if anything, hey, great meeting you. My assistant will reach out to you. Have a great rest of your day. Not have a great rest of your day, smiley face, heart, XOXO, can't wait to see you. Like, that stuff does not work.
Cool. So I know the next question that we would get a lot of is, what if they say no?
Great. Say no fast. Like, if they're going to say no, say no. It's the law of numbers. It's the law of numbers. Doing it fast. Doing it quickly. Getting no's. People are going to say no. It's part of the game. So what? It only bothers you if you only got one. Now, if you got one prospect, oh my God, this is going to be my one. It's not going to be your one, okay? You need to go get like 1,000 for it to work. Mm-hmm. Prospecting is the area of the business where you get the largest amount of no's because you're dealing in a cold market.
Yeah. Definitely.
So you're not always going to do an overnight kill. Meet you today, recruit you tomorrow. It doesn't always work like that. Sometimes you have to relationship build.
Yeah.
But let's see. What other questions would we get?
What if they start asking a lot of questions?
Oh.
What company is it? Like all these other questions.
Yeah, it's WFG.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of you guys, they're going to get to the building and they're going to find out that it's WFG and there's nothing wrong with it. So I think stop being afraid of saying it.
There's not a lot of room for a lot of questions if you run the script the way that you just did it. The way that I just did it. Oh, do it again. Hey, excuse me, miss, do you mind if I ask what you do for a living?
Sure, I'm an accountant.
Okay. Yeah, you struck me as a business person. You have a good energy about you.
Thank you.
How long have you been working in that industry?
About 5 years.
5 years? Okay. Do you like it? You love it? You hate it? Pays the bills? What do you think?
I like it. Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. The reason why I asked, so you know, is because I'm a partner with a financial firm down the street. We've been interviewing all week. We literally interview people that look like you every day. Mm-hmm. And so when I saw you, you stood out as someone who, could potentially do well in our firm because you look the part. Do you love what you do in the sense that you want to do it the next 20 years? Are you open to maybe a conversation about something else part-time?
I'm open.
Okay, let me do this. I can't guarantee you anything. Let me grab your contact info. I'll send it to my staff. I'll have them reach out to you. We can set up a time for you to swing by and see if it's a good fit. If it's a good fit, great. If not, it's no big deal.
Cool.
Fair?
Fair.
Cool. What area code are you? 909?
626.
626. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, I'll have someone reach out to you tomorrow. Or you say, when I'm in front of my schedule tomorrow, I'll shoot you a call and we can set up a time to link up.
Perfect.
Cool, I'm Jay. Shake hands. Have a great one. I walk away. I go, hey, Veronica, great meeting you. I appreciate your time. I'll have someone reach out to you, or I'll reach out to you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a great day. Boom. That's it. So in that script, though, where is the room for questions?
No, there's not.
There's only room if you're just like, hey, so do you like it? Well, why are you asking? What is it that you do? And you lose control because you're slow.
You a lot of questions.
Slow with no confidence. Now they just freaking light you up. Okay, they can smell the fact that you're not confident. So confident, short, fast, sweet, straight to the point. Another thing, I'll give you a couple of things as we end here, not to do. Okay, Ronnie knows that this is something we always teach. Don't prospect in the gym. Prospect outside of the gym. Let me tell you what I mean by that. If I see her at the gym and I go, oh, she's sharp, perfect. She is the person for the freaking team. I'm not going to go up to her at the squat rack and be like, yo, hey, do you mind if I ask what you do for a living? First of all, she's focused because she's in the middle of her workout, so now I'm rude. Secondly, I'm totally hitting on her in her head. Okay, so that's not how you do it. Wait till she leaves. Now, don't follow her out to the car. What I mean is that as she's leaving the gym, I'm going to grab her contact info 2 to 3, 4 steps outside of the front door. So as she's leaving, I'll just kind of leave behind her. And I'll say, miss, real quick, do you mind if I ask what you do? And we're 3, 4, 5 steps out of the gym. And so now she's done with her workout. She feels good. She walks out the gym. She has that initial, the thing that it hits every single one of us when we leave the gym, that, oh, damn, I'm proud of myself. Thank God it's over. I'm glad I showed up. Right at that moment is when I grab her contact info and I start the conversation. And the reason why is because I'm not doing it in the gym. Therefore, I could go back in the gym and I could get someone else's contact info now. I can network and prospect somebody else. But if I prospect in the gym, everyone sees me do it, including her. And now I can't get anyone else's number ever again in there because they're all like, wait, this guy's going around getting everybody's contact info. Okay, so that's number one. Same thing at Chipotle. Same thing at Starbucks. If
somebody's eating, do not interrupt them while they're eating.
Yeah.
That's just a no in general.
It's 10 times harder. You're going to get a no 99 times out of 100. So everywhere I prospect, I do it outside of the business. If we're at a grocery store, I wait till they leave the grocery store. If we're at the gym, leave the gym. If we're at the restaurant, when they leave the restaurant. Because of the fact that otherwise it's like the dude at the club who gets every girl in the club's number. And they all watched you do it. And then nobody answers your phone call.
Yeah, perfect. So, and then the last thing to talk about is just to follow up and actually call them when you said you were going to call them.
Right.
And if you haven't watched or listened to our last video, it's literally how to follow up. So go and check that one out because that one will definitely help you get the most out of the numbers that you're about to get now.
Yes. We killed that video from what you guys have told us. And
right.
So it was a lot of good feedback, which we appreciate.
Yes.
As we finish up, just want to thank you guys.
Oh, yeah.
We really do our best, as I'm sure you know, to put a lot of value into this. Ronnie was sick. She's like, I'm going to do it anyways. I was like, that's a freaking win anyway attitude right there, baby. But the best thing you could do for us is we have one specific request this time, which would be to take the link to YouTube or whatever and drop it in your hierarchy GroupMe.
Yes. So
your team WeChat, your team GroupMe. With the entire hierarchy would be awesome, not just with your team, because we really want to, continue to add value. And I think this is stuff that people need. I wish someone was doing this when I was brand new in the business. And so thank you guys for your time.
Yeah, and, thanks, guys.
For those of you who look forward, that you comment, you subscribe, all that stuff, you share it with people, it fires us up. We read the comments all day, every day. We read all your requests. This was the number one most requested.
Yes.
And we will get to all of them, I promise. So.
We will, definitely.
All right. We're out.
Love you guys.
Ready?
Yes.
3,
So 11.
2, 9.